Okay, so today's video is an epic fail. What was supposed to happen was I was going to take out my little rocket stove that I made the other day, one of the videos, take it out into the field, shoot myself a pigeon, show you how to take the breasts off in the field, fry them up with a few ingredients I took with me, have myself a nice little lunch, make myself a nice little video, you to enjoy, blah blah blah. Anyway, as you'll see, it all went wrong right from the word go. But I thought I'd share it with you anyway, just to show you that we all have our bad days, and hopefully it'll all work out next time. So anyway, try and enjoy it. Okay, so here we are out in leafy Hertfordshire today. We've crossed the border, and I thought I'd come out and try and do this video because it's got very cold and it's going to get colder. We've been spoilt recently with unseasonably warm weather up to sort of 17-18 degrees. The last few nights it's suddenly dropped below freezing, and we're now having 3 and 4 degrees during the day, which is a sudden shock to the system. I'm sure we'll get used to it before it gets even colder. But anyway, as I say, I thought I'd come out and try and do this video, trying out the stove that I made in one of the previous videos. So let's have a look at it all set up. So we've got the little stove there. I'm going to try and get everything ready before I light it. I brought a few ingredients with me, which hopefully I shall be able to use once I catch myself a pigeon. But whilst I was walking sort of down this hedge line a few minutes ago, I noticed some mushrooms, so I'm going to go and quickly pick them before I forget where they are, and they'll come in handy for a little extra. It's a bit late in the season for these, but there's still a few nice ones about. I'm surprised with the way the weather's been, with this really nasty frosts in the morning, but it must be perhaps a bit sheltered up here behind this hedge. So we'll just have a few of them. There's a couple more I think down there. That'll do me, we'll have them. It's not easy doing this with one hand and trying to hold the camera. But there you go. 4 or 5. Oh, we've got 5 little buttons. Or more. 5, 6. Is that? I don't know. That'll be enough to put in the pan. So we'll take them back. Leave them up here. They'll do for later. Looking forward to this. There me extra ingredients I bought: salt, pepper, garlic, salt, and a bit of paprika, plus the Tabasco and Worcester, and a bit of oil. So anyway, before we can do any of that, let's go and see if we can bag ourselves a pigeon. I'm just going to take a wander down this hedge line, because down by those trees is where lots of pigeons gather. I come up this way quite a lot, and there's another local lad. He's built himself a little hide down here by these trees. And he sits here and gets lots of pigeons and crows and all sorts. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so we completely struck out pigeons. There's not a bird in sight. This place is normally crawling. I thought I'd have no trouble whatsoever, but we did have a huge firework display last night, literally sort of over there, about half a mile away. I have to sedate all the local horses because it's so close to the local horse population. So I'm struggling a bit, but what I did bring, just in case, because I had a nasty feeling this might happen, brought a bit of bacon. So with the mushrooms I collected earlier, I'm going to have a little fry up because it's flaming freezing, and we'll see what we can do. So let's get the fire alight. Okay, so I brought a load of sort of kindling with me because we've had a lot of rain just lately, so I thought it was going to be a bit damp to try and find sticks in the hedge that are going to work for this. So brought a bit with me, so let's see if we can get it alight. Okay, so we've got it alight. It's only just sort of got going. I'll leave it for a minute or two to get going nicely. In the meantime, let's have a little look, see what ingredients I brought with me, which isn't what I was planning, but there we go. So, what we got here? We got a few mushrooms which I collected earlier. We got a little bit of nice streaky bacon, which I was going to have for my lunch today anyway if I hadn't come out here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to use my other ingredients now, which would have been nice with a bit of pigeon. Anyway, so I'm just going to cut my mushrooms up, separate my bacon, and we'll get the pan on, see what we can do. Streaky. Never used to like streaky, but over the last few years I've really got to enjoy it. It crisps up a treat. Okay, so as proof of concept, it's a bit of a fail. The fire doesn't work properly. It for some reason won't draw. I think every time I put the pan on it goes out, so I think the things that hold the pan up need to be taller, away from the top of the stove, so that it gets more draft through to give it a draw. But I've managed to get it working. I'm eating the bacon bacon sandwich, and I've got a few mushrooms on there which might well do on the last embers. So really this has been a bit of a fail, so I think back to the drawing board. Anyway, it's pretty nice. So the mushrooms actually taste, I'll get one out of the pan. It's really good. The problem is, this needs to be higher, so that can be further off there, and then it wouldn't go out. So anyway, I think we're going to call this one a fail. I don't get many, but we all have some, so I'm back to the drawing board a little bit with this. Anyway, it's freezing cold. This has kept me warm, and the dog's had a little bit to eat as well. So we'll catch you on hopefully a better one. Speak to you all later.